Let's start by adding support for signing in with Google. And the first thing we want to do is to enable Google as a sign-in provider for our Firebase project. And we can do this from this page, which is located under the authentication section and then under the signing tab over here. So on this page, we can tap on Google and this reveals a panel where we can enable support for Google signing. So we are going to enable it over here. And then we can read that there is a note about adding SHA-1 fingerprint as a requirement for Android. And I have already done this when we initially set up Firebase. So if you're running on Android and you haven't done this step back then at this stage you need to add an SHA-1 fingerprint. Okay, then we are required to provide a project public facing name. And I recommend that we set this to the name of our application. So I can type in time tracker. And this is important because users will see this when they sign in with Google in our app. Next, we need to provide a project support email. So here I'm just going to choose my own email and you will likely be presented with your own Gmail account. Then we have two more sections about whitelist client ID and Web SDK configuration, but these are not relevant to us. So we can go ahead and press save. Okay, so we can now see that Google Sign-In is enabled in Firebase. And the next thing that we need to do is to install a new Flutter package called Google Sign-In. And to do that, we can open the Dart packages website and here we can type in Google Sign-In. And then we're going to select this package. And here we can find the latest version, which is 4.0.7. And then we can go back to Android Studio. And here we can open the pubspec.yaml file. And under Firebase auth, we can add a new line with Google Sign-In and then caret 4.0.7. And for now, I recommend that you use exactly the same version as mine. And if any breaking changes are introduced in the future, I will include instructions on how to update to the latest versions. Okay, so we can now run flutter packages get so that the plugin is installed. And then we can continue on the next video where we will add the code for signing in with Google.